Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I broke my back. This will probably be a very emotional video for me, but yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so it all started in the end of April. I was at gymnastics practice. We had about a week and a half left of training before we went to our regional competition, and I was practicing vault. And my back had kind of started to get a little uncomfortable, and it was a little sore, but it was nothing new than what I had always felt on vault. I don't have a very flexible back, so for me to have been doing the vault that I was doing was really hard on my body. And so anyways, we were on vault and we were vaulting up. So if you guys don't know what that means, we were vaulting, but instead of landing on the normal height, we were landing on like a 3-foot mat. So it teaches you to vault higher, which gives you a better score. Anyway, so I'll play a video right now of the vault that I was practicing. So anyway, I did that, and as I reached back from the springboard to the vault, I felt a pop in my back, which I had never felt before. And so I got up, shook it off, like, it's okay. Things pop all the time. And I went and I foam rolled it out. I did all my stretches because I was like, that's kind of a little weird, but I'll just stop vaulting for today and it'll be okay. And 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes goes by, and my back started hurting really bad to the point that I couldn't really even walk without being in excruciating pain. So obviously told my coach. I had driven myself to practice that day, so he made my mom come and pick me up, and we went to the hospital. They did x-rays, and everyone said, you're fine, there's nothing wrong, basically. So, go home. I see the orthopedic the next day, and he said, you just have classic SI joint dysfunction. So, your SI joint is basically where your hip goes into your back. So it looks when you point to where the pain is like it's in your butt, but it's actually your lower back. And he said I was fine if I wanted to compete regionals. So I took the rest of that week off, and then on Monday I went back to the gym, and it was the worst back pain I had ever felt. And I just didn't practice all week. Thursday came around, I threw one of each routine, and then Friday threw one of each routine again. And then on Sunday we went to the competition, and I did all of my routines and I did great. I got first on vault and first all around. but my pain was a 10 out of 10. It was incredibly unbearable, and it was ridiculous. So, took a week off, tried to go back, couldn't do it, took 3 more weeks off, went back for a few weeks, and I was doing okay, and then I was vaulting again, but this time I was just vaulting into loose foam, but I did a vault, and I walked back, and all of a sudden I had this crazy sharp pain in my back. So that's never a good sign. Anyway, after that we went back to the orthopedic, and he said, I think we should just get an MRI and see what's going on. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, okay. At this point, I thought, Michaela, you're just being ridiculous. You need to get over the pain, whatever. So it's June by now. We get the MRI, it comes back, and the results for sure were not what any level 9 highly competitive gymnast wants to see. They told me that I broke my back. So I broke the right side of L5-S1, and in addition to just breaking it, I had dislocated it a couple millimeters, which a couple millimeters sounds like nothing, but when it's your back, it's a big deal. So that felt like the end of the world. I was planning on going to college camps that summer. Like, my summer was ruined because I was going to be in a full-on back brace. So that was just not really any fun at all. But made the best out of it. Got my gymnastics coaching credentials and coached the lower levels at my gym, which was really fun. So I did my 6 weeks in a brace with no activity. And then after that, my doctor said I was good to start going back. So slowly started getting back into the gym, started getting my skills back, and my back felt great. Like, it felt probably the best that it had in a really long time. So started getting back into training. Everything was going really well until the end of this November 2017. I was on bars, and I was doing a blind to bail. So on the high bar, you go up, do a half turn, and then come back down to the low bar. And when I caught the low bar, I arched. And so just like classic hyperextension, but I knew right away it wasn't good because my back started hurting back to the same way it had when I very first heard it. And so, again, didn't do anything for the rest of the practice. Went home, saw the physical therapist. He said, you just jammed it. Your back is just sensitive, which makes sense because I had just fractured it a few months ago. Took a week off, went back, and I couldn't do anything. It was hurting so bad. So, went back to the orthopedic. We got another MRI to make sure I hadn't fractured the other side, and luckily, I'm so extremely lucky that my other side hadn't broken through, but the fracture on the right side never healed. So I still currently have a break in my back, which is what causes me all the pain that I get. So he sent me to a surgeon down at Children's Hospital, and I saw him along with a bunch of other surgeons, and yeah, that puts me at where I am right now. So basically, since the crack never healed, I have the option to do a pretty extensive surgery in my back to put wires and screws and I don't even know, to basically fill in that crack so that it doesn't cause me any more pain. But having surgery on your back at 17 is not an easy decision to make nor to have to go through. So I'm kind of just trying to decide at this point what I do from here. So yeah, that's the crazy extensive story of how I broke my back. It's not been an easy journey. It's been really, really hard emotionally. It's really hard, and I just kind of want to put this out there for anyone else who's going through an injury. It's hard. It's really hard to be at the gym or not be at the gym and see your teammates getting new skills, progressing, doing great in competitions, and not being able to be out there with them. And it almost kind of makes it hard for you to even be encouraging of them. And that's totally understandable. It's really hard not to be able to do something you love and to see other people doing that. But you have the power of positivity. And that's really what's gotten me through a lot of this injury. It was hard. It was really hard for me to watch all my friends being able to train all summer and not being able to do anything. But I kept telling myself, you're going to be back out there, you're going to be fine, and you're going to get your skills back too. And as hard as it is to convince yourself of that, you have to. It's the easiest way to get through it, and without that, you're just going to be negative all the time, which isn't going to help your healing, and it's not going to help you mentally. So for all of you that are out there and are hurt and are injured, stay positive. Do what you can. If your wrist is hurt, do leg conditioning. If your lower body's hurt, do upper body conditioning. There's always things that you can do to be ready when you get back. Personally, for me, I wasn't really allowed to do anything because unfortunately when your back is broken, you can't do very much. But something that I did do was lots and lots and lots of visualization, and I think it helps so much. I think it's the best thing you can do. I'm also a really firm believer in the fact that everything happens for a reason and that nothing is outside of God's will and His plan. And that's something that has for sure gotten me through this injury. And looking back on it, I can see just how much that I grew as a person. And honestly, without having had my injury, I don't know that I would be here filming videos for you guys and being able to motivate and inspire other people the way that I can. So I think that's just such a big blessing that has come out of this. I learned to be positive while I was hurt. And I can tell you I'm just much more of a positive person now because of it. And I really do think that I came out of it stronger than I went into it. So some more motivation if you're hurt. Just know you're going to come out of it stronger. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for today. That's the story of how I broke my back and a little motivation to go with it. I hope that it helped you, or if it didn't pertain to you, that you enjoyed watching this. I'm excited for the videos to come, so make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see my new videos every week. Comment down below and give this video a big thumbs up. I'll see you next week. Bye.